Welcome to Pets of the Week here at Second Chance. We have some kittens because it's kitten season, so come on down, check them out. We're also going to show you some adult cats this week and some very cute little dogs as well, so enjoy. Today we are in Cozy, and this is for some of our cats that need to be on a diet or some of our quieter cats. And this handsome boy is Garfield. Orange and white cat, makes perfect sense you'd call him Garfield, right? He actually came from a local berry farm. He was hanging around, but nobody claimed him. Garfield is about 7 years old. He really wants to be an outside cat. The people brought him to us. He was very likely somebody's cat, and maybe they moved because he's very sweet. He was already neutered. He loves attention, but he will stand at the door and just tap his feet on the door because he really wants to go outside. So if you're looking for a barn cat or somebody to be an indoor-outdoor cat, if you have space for that, Garfield is your boy. He's 7 years old. He's microchipped. He's up to date on all his vaccines. But he's definitely not an indoor-only cat. He's lived outside and he loves it. Ordinarily, we're all about keeping cats inside, but when they show us that they are definitely happier having access to the outside, then that is what we go with, because we really want them to have the best life available. We have a couple of very interesting cats here at the shelter right now. We have bonded brothers, Calvin and Hobbs. They do go as a pair. They are bonded. I don't know if anybody remembers them from last year. They were actually kittens with us, and they came in, they were blind babies, and they got adopted as a pair. They came back to us just about a month ago. Unfortunately, the previous guardian owner was no longer to take care of them. So here we have, this is Hobbs. He is the bigger. They're about a year old. They're both neutered, vaccinated, and they are actually blind. Hobbs is the more outgoing. He leads his brother Calvin around. And even though they are blind, and they actually had glaucoma, and we removed, each one of them had their right eye removed about a month ago, it doesn't stop them from being sweet, playful, fun, energetic cats. And they're only a year old, so they definitely have time ahead of them. But they are a bonded pair. Now everybody sees Hobbs and says, oh my goodness, he's a big fluffy orange cat, he's so sweet, he loves attention, we want him. And then we look at his ragamuffin brother, who really kind of, I'm sorry to say, kind of pales in comparison next to this handsome boy. These guys were featured on Facebook last week, helping our executive director with her paperwork, sitting on our shelter director's lap and neck. They love attention and they're very sweet. So Calvin, don't be put off. He is equally as lovey, equally as sweet, but he definitely has yeah, he's got a lot of things going on with him. He's very sweet. He has had his right eye removed for glaucoma, just like his brother. He's got, and has had actually since he was a baby, sort of yeast infection on his face, which we're treating with medication. That's something that can be managed with medicated wipes and with oral medication. But he is very sweet. Now, even though these guys are blind, they definitely can sense people around them, and they can see shade as well, because they will pick up and play with toys. They're not doing that today, but both of them love soft toys. They'll run around the room with them. And for anybody who's ever had blind cats before, they're actually very smart. As long as everything in the house remains in the same place in terms of furniture and solid items, they very quickly will adjust and learn their way around, and you would never know that they're blind. So as I said, Calvin and Hobbs are a bonded pair. They do need to go together. So if you're looking for really sweet boys at a year old that will entertain you and keep you company, Calvin and Hobbs may well be the pair. Here we are in cabin. I feel like we haven't been in here in a while, and just looking around you will see there's something of a color theme of black and white or gray and white. Not intentional by any means. This is just apparently the season's colors this year of 2017. So this handsome boy looking out right now with a little black beauty mark on his upper lip is Khaled. He is about 6 to 7 months old. He is very active. He wants to be everywhere all the time. He is a great boy. He's actually a staff favorite. When we're cleaning, he likes to bat with his paws and bat you on the arm. So Khaled is 6 months old, like I say, 6 to 7 months old. He was just neutered last week. He's ready to go home. He's had his vaccines. He's a little bit camera shy. He's not sure what's going on over there. But he is very inquisitive. He would be an indoor-only cat because he is only a year, or less than a year old, excuse me. So he would be indoor-only. But he has got a lot of great personality and would make a wonderful pet and friend in your home. He wants to know exactly what's going on everywhere. This lovey-dovey little kitty cat is Tulip. She was actually in foster with her 5 babies. The babies you've probably seen on Facebook. 2 of them are still in foster, Pigpen and Peppermint Patty. Tulip is a very, very strong-willed girl. When she was in foster, she would chase any other cats or dogs away from the room that she had her babies in. She was a great mum. She's got gorgeous yellow eyes. She's very sweet, but she definitely will be the queen of your house, which is not a bad thing. A lot of the staff, we actually love sort of bossy cats. Not catitude in a mean way, but she's definitely very selective about how her world is to be run and what's going on. So she is here and available. Her adoption fee is $50. She obviously is spayed, vaccinated, you know, all of that kind of good stuff. She can exist with other cats. She has calmed down a little bit because she no longer has her babies to protect, but she has not lost any of that spunky personality at all. Tulip is 2 to 3 years old, and she was actually pregnant when she came to the shelter. She had the babies here in the shelter, and they went out to foster actually the very next day. The babies were born on June 1st. I actually had them for the first 6 weeks of their life, and I have 2 more of them back again at my house. So we've got some cute babies coming up from her. They're going to be very well socialized, and they're very cute. We've got a couple of furry ones, but they're all in the gray or gray and white color palette. There's not much to say really when we come into the kitten room because these pictures sell themselves. These little fluffy little floofers, everybody loves kittens. So yeah, it's that time of year, folks. So we have kittens. We have a good selection of colors and personalities, male, female, black, orange and white, gray. We have some pastels. We don't really have any long-haired kittens though. Just a lot of short-haired actually, tabbies, everything you could be looking for. So here in the kitten room, it's everybody who is 8 weeks to 6 months. We do spay everybody. They've had age-appropriate vaccines. They are microchipped. They've had all their treatments for flea, tick, intestinal dewormer. And everybody is, look at them playing, everybody is ready to go home. So kittens are $80. Adult cats are $50. And any cat over 7 years old is $20. And don't forget that we also have barn cats available. Those are cats that don't really want that much human interaction. If you can offer them a barn, a stable, a workshop, a brewery, you know, just a space for them to sleep and rest in, they would be perfect. They just want to live very independent lives. They are the classic cat. They're very independent. So the kittens love to be played with and socialized with. So if you have time, stop by the shelter. You can certainly come and visit, get your cat fix. We're open from 11 to 3:30 Tuesday through Sunday, and with extended hours on a Wednesday until 7 o'clock. So right now we're in August, and we actually have quite a few events coming up in the next few months. We'll be at Petco the first Saturday every month with cats and kittens for adoptions. In August, we are going to be up at Stratton for 2 days on August 19th and 20th for a dog adoption event. There's all kinds of events going on up at Stratton. So come up. It's being sponsored by Tito's Vodka and Harpoon Brewery up there on the mountain. So there's quite a few fun activities for adults and for dogs going on. As well as that event on the 19th of August, here at the shelter, we will be participating in the NBC Clear the Shelters event. We're doing discounted adoption fees on all of our cats and dogs. It's just for 1 day and just for that particular event. More information is on our Facebook page if you're interested. You can check it out there. Again, discounted fees for cats and dogs, and it's regular adoption rules apply. So, you know, vet check, landlord check, all that kind of good stuff. But all of the animals will be spayed, neutered, vaccines, treatment, you know, everything's the same there.
This is Honeybee. She is a 4-year-old American shelter dog. Honeybee was brought to us by a hoarding situation. It was transferred from a different shelter who dealt with the case. And for Honeybee's home, we're kind of looking for possibly a family who wants a dog, or a retired person or a retired couple. Also, she could go to a home with somebody who wants activity with their dog, somebody who wants to take their dog for walks, but isn't looking for a dog with insane or high energy. We think that Honeybee could be a great kids dog. However, cats and dogs, we definitely don't recommend. Hi. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Paw. Good girl. That's so nice. This is Pippin. He is a 9-year-old American shelter dog. Pippin was brought here as a stray. We do think he would be good with cats, however, no children and no dogs. Pippin's kind of looking for that home where he can be spoiled, where he can be a lap dog, lots of treats, lots of loves and pets. Pippin is looking for a home where he can definitely be spoiled, lots of pets, lots of love. He's looking for a place where he can eat treats and lie on the couch and be a lap dog. Pippin definitely has that feisty, sassy personality to him. Thanks for watching Pets of the Week. If you're interested in any of our cats or dogs, feel free to stop by.